Flip-flops on the job? Really? Come on. What's going on, everyone? Farmer Z here. Welcome back to the Big Farming on Elm Creek series, and let's go over our plans for the day. First, I guess let's go over what we've done since the last episode. So I have plowed fields 74 and 76. I went ahead and did a harvest on those. They had wheat and oats ready to go. I could use those for my animals, so I harvested them, and now I went ahead and just plowed them off camera. And then aside from that, just some housekeeping stuff here around the farm, getting things put away, getting equipment organized, and just performing the finishing steps of getting the animals all squared away. So we are ready to hit the ground running on this series and do some farming. So first things first, I've had my speed on 0.5x just to do the setup work. Let's fix that. I'm doing 2-day seasons or 2-day months. I think I'll go with 5x timescale for now. On FS19, I would typically do 3-day seasons. I'm going to do 2 here. I'm going to slow down the time a little bit just while I get a feel for this. Maybe I'll speed it up later. We'll see. And then the next big to-do for today is expanding our footprint. The name of the series is Big Farming, and I own most of this little block down here in field 72 across the way. That's not big enough, guys. We're going to go bigger. I'm going to buy field 71, which has grass in it, and it's ready to be harvested. So that's perfect, because we're going to need to start the silage and hay production process. We don't want to buy food for the animals forever. We need to start producing some. So better time than the present. It's ours. I'm also going to buy field 70, which has cotton in it. So that'll be fun. I don't think I'll keep cotton in here long term, but one of the things that I wanted to do on this series was experience much of the equipment that the new game has and experience a majority of the crop types with you guys. So that'll give us an opportunity to do cotton, and then we'll repurpose that field later. I also want to buy fields 68 and 69 here. 69 has sunflowers on it, and 68 is like plowed and ready to go. Let me see status here. Yeah, beautiful. It does not need plowing, so it's pretty much ready for us to cultivate and figure out what we want to put in there. Anyways, in the meantime, let's get these fields bought. Uh-oh, we're out of money. No worries, I have a little magic trick. Ooh, there's another 100,000. And another 100,000 more. We're making it rain. Oh, that wasn't 100,000, that was 1,000,000. Oops, I went a little crazy there. Anyways, I told you all that money will not be an object on these series, and I know some of you don't like that. I know some of you like to see the farming process and see the content creator work for the money a little bit, and I enjoy that as well. So I'm going to do other series eventually where we do something like that. But this game being new, so much new to experience, I just want to go a little crazy on this one, guys. So money's no object. We've added the money. Let's get this field now. Okay, so we got more stuff now. That's perfect. Let's talk through what this means. I want to produce grass at a high rate because I'm going to have cows and sheep, and those animals require hay and grass and silage. So I'm thinking that field 71 will stay grass, and once we're done with cotton harvest on field 70, we'll make it grass as well. I'll probably put some satellite placeables in some of these areas that are a little further away from the main farm over here. So I might put like a hay barn and an equipment shed so that we've got stuff closer to the fields we're going to work on. But we'll worry about that later. Then I also want to produce quite a bit of sorghum. The horses and pigs can use sorghum, and the chickens can as well. So I can use quite a bit of sorghum. I think I'm going to do field 68 and 69 in sorghum once we get these sunflowers harvested. Okay, and then moving back over here, I want to eventually kind of expand these fields, or combine these fields, I should say, and do a fair amount of wheat. So I want to take part of field 73, part of field 77, and then all of 75 and 76 to do kind of a large wheat field. So I'm going to try to make the pattern here. It'll go straight up here, it'll cut over, it'll cut down, and it'll cut across. So that whole big block I'm going to try to combine into one field eventually after we get everything harvested that's here now and make that wheat. Going to need to produce soybeans. Going to need those for our pigs for their protein. So I think field 72 will suffice as a soybean field. Going to need to decide on potatoes or sugar beets. I think I'll do field 74 and then the other little half of field 73 here. So we'll have a big square down here at the bottom for either a potato or a sugar beet field. I've got both potatoes and sugar beets growing right now. Potatoes on 75, sugar beets on 78. So whichever one I have more fun with is what I'll decide to do down here at the bottom. And then we're still going to have this little slice of paradise, 79, 78, and this part of 77 here. I'll consolidate that into one bigger field, again, to live up to the big farming name. And maybe that'll be like a rotational field, with different crops in and out of there, and maybe you can drop some comments on what you'd like to see those crops be when the time comes. All right, now that we've bought the land, let's get going on some farming. That's why you guys are here anyways, right? So field 72 needs fertilized. Field 73 needs another fertilization. Field 77 and 78 both need, where are they at? Where'd you go, guys? 77, 78, right here. They need fertilized. 69 and 70 need fertilized. The new field's way over here. And then 69 and 70, sorry, back over here. They also need some weeding done. And then, of course, we got to get going on mowing. This grass field that we purchased is ready to harvest. So I'm going to move forward a day, and then we're going to get some equipment prepped, hooked up, sent out to the fields. We'll get some workers hired and get that fertilizer rig started and that weeding rig started, and you guys can ride along with me on the mowing. All right, it is tomorrow now, and of course, wouldn't you know it, rain is in the forecast. And one of the things we wanted to do today was mow. I think we'll mow anyways because I can still produce silage with wet grass. So let's do that first. Let's get our silage silo purchased. Hey, maybe right here? It's next to the hay barn or the hay loft. Makes a little bit of sense. Super close to the street. I hope it doesn't deform anything. I think I'm going to give it a try. All right, that's not bad. All right, what do you think, guys? I think this will work. Okay, so one thing down. Next order of business, we need a mower. Of course, we're going big and getting the big M. And there we go. Just going to buy it as is. All right, I got the fertilizer rig hooked up, and this is one of the fields that needs fertilizing. So let's get a worker started over here. Go. There we are. And then while the worker is getting the fertilizing done, a little bit of a change of plans. I looked at the crop calendar, and it looks like I can plant wheat now. So I was going to put wheat in the area where I combine fields. The problem with that is I still have some harvesting to do and won't realistically be able, I don't think, to be planted before the planting season is over. So I think instead, let's go to the map. This field over here might do for wheat for now. It is plowed, kind of ready to go. I think we can send a cultivator over there, start getting the soil ready to be planted, and adjust our plan and do wheat here instead. So let's get a worker started on that as well. All right, I've got the cultivator hitched up, and it's telling me that the AI worker has completed their task. Okay. Let's see. Something's not right. He missed a few patches, but got most of it. This field needs lime, so the map is not going to show me exactly where it or didn't fertilize. There's nothing I can really do about it. The field needed lime when the game started, so I'm going to go ahead and just harvest what we can get on the soybeans, knowing that we won't get the best yield. So let's get this rig sent over to field 70, and then I'll get the cultivating started. Now, I guess this is a good opportunity for me to try the AI feature out. I don't have a whole lot of trust in it just yet, so I've been like driving to the field and starting the workers, and I've used it for the go-to to run things back and forth. But let's see. Let's see if we can get this figured out. Field work is what we want to do, and we want to go to field 70. I did that wrong. Cancel. Okay, create job. Field work and the Massey Ferguson. And then, there we go. That's our target. That's the direction for the rotation. Now let's start. All right, we're already doing circles. Like I said, I don't have a ton of confidence, but we'll check back in on this in a second and see what happens. And while we're at it, we might as well try it again with the cultivating rig here. So let me get over to field 68. Okay, create a job. Field work, Magnum power drive. Start at this corner because it's a cleaner corner. That's our rotation. Didn't register, sorry. Hold on. I'm new here. And start job. All right. Let's see what happens with this one. Encouraging. The Massey Ferguson looks like it's over on field 70. Let's go check in on it. Yeah, he's on field 70. He's driving circles. See how this all goes. And it went terribly. Just like that, he's completed his task. All right, I got them all lined up. There goes the case with the cultivator. Let's try this again. I'm going to start it and hire a worker the traditional way and see if he takes over. Okay. Maybe this will work. Maybe it won't too. This is painful. Going toward the street, dude. What are you doing? Okay, whatever. We'll see how this goes. All right, this guy just showed up to his field. He's off and running. Okay. I'm going to leave him be and see how it goes. First true test for the new AI worker function, for me at least. All right, now I'm in the Big M. Let's send this fella over to the grass field. So set a destination. I'm not going to create a job. I'm just going to send him here. Let him wait. And I will... You're going to go? Beacons are on. Blocked by an object. Not. Don't be picky. All right, I think I know. And this was a concern of mine. When you build a farm, you know, can the equipment identify the traffic pattern throughout the farm? Seems like a no. That's fine. Let's get this out to at least the main road. Send him on his way. And then while the mower is en route to the field, I'll get the loading wagon hitched up and sent over there as well. All right, let's try it now. Set destination. Send them right here. Oh, close. Okay. So, a little bit tricky. Some things clearly still to work out with this, but it's still head and shoulders above FS19. Just the fact that they've incorporated this feature, I'm sure they'll improve it over time, but to be able to send somebody to a field or start somebody on field work, that's a step big time in the right direction for the Farming Simulator series. All right, I hopped in the 7R. I'm going to go get the loading wagon hitched up and head over to that grass field as well. All right, here we are. Checked in on both of my workers. They're still going, so that's promising. I wonder if, let's just try it. Wonder if AI working works for mowing. Because if it does, just chase the mower up the grass. Look at that. It does. Who knows what kind of pattern they're going to go in, but it works. Hey, before I start picking up grass, fertilizing worker is done. So let's send them to the next fertilizing job, which is field 77. So create job, field work, set our location, start job, cross fingers. All right, while I was doing that, I was in this worker's way. So I am going to get out of their way, start doing my part. Nice. Got a bunch of farm hands doing everything for me. Finally working for a living here a little bit. Since rain is in the forecast, like I mentioned before, hay is going to be tough to make out of this grass. That's fine. Silage costs more anyways, so I'll just use this field on this cut to start producing silage. So pretty much everything I get here, I'm just going to send to that fermenting silo and get a head start on getting some silage produced. All right, we're full, so I'm going to send him back to the fermenting silo. And I gotta say, this is kind of nice. It's an adjustment. You stay plenty busy, just trying to stay on top of everybody you've got working. So your busy time kind of changes from doing all the work yourself to staying on top of the work that everybody's doing for you. But in any event, it's still pretty nice to be able to get more done. So create job, load and deliver. Let's try that. Oh, I don't want to load and deliver anyways. I'm already full. Go to deliver. Just deliver. Silage factory. And yeah, loop. Bring me back. That's cool. Let's give it a try. Okay, while this is happening, let's help this poor guy who was not smart enough to hold before he drove, even though I thought I sent him off with the thing folded. Whatever. We're figuring it out. Or not. But we're trying. Okay. Let's get you here. Get you unfolded. Let's do the job right. Okay, he's off. And he's still cruising. This one's gone pretty smooth. I kind of expected little hiccups. I mean, this is a pretty robust system, this AI system. And these maps have obstacles everywhere. I'm not overly surprised at some of the little quirks that we're going to have to learn and get used to. But this job's gone pretty well. Making good progress. Hasn't been interrupted by anything. I haven't got the AI worker is blocked or doesn't know what he's doing message. So that's good. Now let's check in on this dude. Doesn't really know what he's doing. He's figuring it out. Just took the scenic route. Guys, I'm going to be jacked if this works. If he really dumps this off, turns around and comes back to where I sent him, I'm going to be stoked. OMG. It's happening. Super cool. Okay, empty. Driving through the neighbor's field. I'm sure they won't mind. Go back. This is cool! Heck yeah! Oh, and then meanwhile, this worker took it upon himself to do the other field, which is fine. That field needed fertilized too, but I didn't start him on that job. It must have just realized that it was close enough and needed fertilized as well. Let me show you on the map. So I started him on field 77, went ahead and did 78 for me too. Killer. All right, this worked. This is probably the coolest of all. We've had little hiccups with the other ones, but this worked flawlessly. This deliver and return thing, so killer. So let's get back to working on the grass pickup. Send a worker to drop off another load. All right, we're full again. Send them back. All right, so I think that'll wrap us up for this episode. We spent a little bit more time getting workers lined out and getting our feet wet with the AI worker system than I planned on, but that's good. That's good stuff. We'll be able to use it moving forward to be more effective and more efficient on the farm here. So on the next episode, we can expect to get that field 68 rolled and hopefully planted with some wheat. And I think I got some sorghum ready to harvest. So we'll jump into that and we'll see if anything else, comes ready for harvest and tackle that as well. And we'll check in on silage production. We're dumping all this grass in our silage factory. I'll be interested to see how quickly that fermenting silo transforms this grass into silage and how fast it produces. Deer. We got deer. Look at them. We go chase them. Get over here, deer. Get back here. Get back here. Are we going to catch them? We're going to catch it. What's up, buddy? All right. We're digressing here. Okay. Anyways, if you enjoyed today's content and enjoy content like it, please consider subscribing to join the Farmer Z channel. Make sure if you do, you hit the notification icon so that you don't miss any of my future episodes. I appreciate you hanging out with me today. Farmer Z out.